What's going on, everybody? It's Nico, and unfortunately, DX Story decided to mess up, and I don't have any in-game sound, and it's really weird, having just me talk when it's me and Trent playing. So now I have to go through three videos, including this one. So that's this one and two others, and do a post commentary kind of thing over them because hearing me communicate without the other half of the communication is kind of really awkward. But yeah, unfortunately, DX Story is defaulting to my new monitor's default audio output instead of when I plug my headphones in, my headphone output. And if you're wondering why it's two different things, I don't know, it's got to do something with the whole fact that my monitor is HDMI input and my audio is not. When I plug in my headphones, they're two different audio outputs for whatever reason. So I need to make sure to plug my headphones in first, then start up DX Story, and then it'll record in-game sound for whatever reason. So next time I play, after these three fucking games you guys are going to see, you're going to get in-game sound back. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any for this game, an On Her game I got, and an Artemis game I got. So, yay, rip the dream. Also, recently I've been starting hand 2 on all of my junglers, even Thor, even though I know it's really big to get boots on Thor really quickly, especially pen boots. But yeah, I don't know. I just have been doing hand 2 start. It gives you more control in the jungle. Like if you get a kill or if you make it to where one of the enemy jungler has to back, you have the ability to go invade their jungle early on. Whereas if you have hand 1, you might not. Also, right here we're taunting and I'm waving at the Athena because I can. Just something fun to do in the beginning of the game. One thing I wanted to talk about is some changes upcoming in, well, my life. I'm moving out of my brother's house, basically. I mean, I moved in with my mom, so I'm living with my mom, but it's our brother. It's my brother's house. But I'm moving out, and I'm moving in with my best friend Alicia. But when you guys see this, it'll be Monday, so the following Saturday I'll be moving my stuff out of my room and moving into her place. This is really weird for me because I've never done something like this, so I'm really nervous and anxious and all kinds of stuff about it. But yeah, so if you're like, oh shit, Nico, why haven't you been uploading? I might be trying to get acclimated to not living at home anymore and stuff. So yeah, that's why. I just wanted to update you guys on that. So yeah. Other than that, I guess I could talk about PTS stuff. Also, that Najah got a great ring right there between the two, between the Athena and Ra. He's actually really good for Najah, who's doing solo lane. Also, watch this happen. So I'm like, oh, okay, you're gonna tank the minions. I'll kill you. I don't know if the back swing from Mjolnir's attunement hit him, but I feel like that was the only way I killed him because my Berserker Barrage didn't go off for more than half a second, so I know it didn't tick more than once. So I have to assume that the backswing hit him and just killed him. And I was just like, God damn, I did not mean to do that. I did not know I'd do that much damage. But I was okay with it because First Blood on Thor is amazing because, as you can see, I can go home and finish Boots 2 already. And I'm going to just sit here, beat on the red buff, and wait for Kronos to come over so he can get the last hit. Because it's always, especially with Bumba's Mask junglers, it's very important that you save hits so the the mid laner or solo laner can come over and get gold and XP. With Bumba's Mask, you want to constantly be sharing XP and gold and stuff. So, yeah, you probably already know that, but that's a little tip if you're more new towards the jungle role. It's like if you pick a character that does Bumba's Mask jungle, always try to share XP and gold from camps. Right here, I was really hoping Kronos would come with me to take this small camp and the speed and then come back to lane, because we know for a fact Athena's going to be on the left side of the map. They're going to be doing their red buff. He could have rotated, let the minions kill each other, and then come back, but instead he stayed in lane to fight against the Giannis, which really sucked because he could have gotten more gold this way, but oh well, what can you do? I'm saying a lot. Sorry about that. I'm trying to like keep my train of thought going while not having any space. But that's kind of really unnatural when you think about it, to just have a constant stream of consciousness going. Yeah, I go home, get boots 2. I realized I didn't get my 2 because I don't know. I just, for some reason, I was just like, oh yeah, I upgraded Berserker Barrage to level 3. I didn't really pay attention to that. I just kind of did it, which is weird because that's not something I usually do on Thor. I usually get Tectonic Rift at level 4. Yeah, every time. So that was weird. I see Guan. He's not tanky at all, so I just kill him. Because you don't walk at a Thor who got first blood and just think you're going to get away. Trent tells me to hand it here, and I was like, my hand's not up, and we don't need it. Let's see. I go up in the air because I say to attack the right camp. And I don't know if we get a kill, but I think I get the camps. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, did we kill Giannis? No, we did not. Aw, man. I couldn't tell if Kronos had rotated quickly enough, but I felt like if he was there, we would have got the kill, but I could just be wrong. He was there, and we just didn't have enough damage, unfortunately. And then now I'm going to go off and do my jungle thing. Also, I said I was going to talk about PTS, didn't I? Now I'm just like narrating the game. Sorry about that. Okay, so PTS stuff. I don't like that boots don't have any pen because I'm so used to it, especially since it's going to be really good on, like, pen boots are really, really good on Thor. Son of a bitch, I keep going, So yeah, pen boots are really good on Thor because you get that pen, and every time you use your 3, that pen is being applied. Like, it's just really, really strong on him. Also, I misplayed the crap out of this. I should have just handed it. Instead, I tried to, like, be fancy and do other things, which was really bad. But I do end up killing her afterward, so that's good. I just misplayed the shit out of that. I shouldn't have used Berserker Barrage. I should have just attacked it and then handed it. I probably would have stolen it had I done that. Not too scared of that, Giannis. Just run away. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, PTS stuff. Warrior Tabi feels like it really sucks because it has 40 damage and movement speed, and that's it. Like, it has 40 physical power and 18% movement speed. And then Ninja Tabi has, I think, 30? No, or I think it was reduced to 20? I can't remember. I should probably pull that up real quick because it won't take but 5 seconds to pull up the patch notes. Reddit.com/r/smite. Let's see. Patch notes. Mount up. What? Are you kidding me? Somebody hasn't been updating the patch notes for stuff. Let's see. I swear, the Reddit is so bad sometimes. PTS. Limit my search to r/smite. I don't know why it wouldn't be here. BDS, just mega thread, official PTS 3, blah. Fucking relevance, new. Like, why would I just need to look for a high res. There it is. Flare. Alright. Cool. Dry bear. Alright, so, new stuff on the PTS as of January 30th. PTS number 3. Hopefully there's a number 4. New Conquest. Further refinement to the Conquest. There's more improved collision. Player spawn locations should now display the correct god icons, additional environmental creatures, and various performance-related improvements to optimizations. I've kind of noticed this, where the new Conquest map runs pretty much, like, leagues better than the old one, to be honest. I think I got both of those mid-camps. Sorry, I saw the gameplay going, and I was just like, did I get both of those? Because I wasn't sure if I did when I was playing. But yeah, it feels like it does run better because I had Mozilla open and stuff, and like Steam and everything, which, if you don't know, Mozilla like could be a really big hog on your CPU sometimes because it has memory leaks. So like I was still getting like 80 plus frames while having that stuff open, and usually I take like when I play and record, I exit out of everything possible. So it does feel like the new Conquest map does run smoother than the old one. Miscellaneous. Visual gamma slider has been added. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, here's the gameplay stuff. Conquest jungle map. The attack speed buff got buffed. It now adds plus 15 magical power from basic attacks and 12 physical power from basic attacks in addition to plus 15% attack speed. So it makes your basic attack stronger in more ways than that. Known issue, there's an unintentional cap on in-hand power that may affect a small number of gods at maximum level using this buff. Known issue, the help tip description for this buff was not updated. Camp spawns. Fixed incorrect leashing mechanics. Jungle mobs were not correctly retargeting a valid target within range after it loses the target it is on. Known issue. Significant improvements are being made to the spawning sequence for the jungle camps to avoid missed shots, but will not be available in this PTS phase. Basically, the camps wouldn't spawn until 12 seconds, and it was really messing with people's timers, because you're going to, if it spawns at, like, they'd spawn at 10, but they do an animation where they're invulnerable until 12 seconds, which really sucked, because that meant you couldn't hit them until 12 seconds, which means you're later to lane, which means you're going to lose more minions in lane, and you're going to lose more golden XP. It was really bad. Thankfully, they're changing it. Mid-Harpy camps. The Mid-Harpies don't spawn until 3 minutes. Like, they don't first spawn at the beginning of the game anymore. I don't know how that's going to work. This is why there's so many, like, phases of the PTS, is because who knows how this is going to work, like, at all. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if I want this changed. It's weird. I'd have to play it, and I'm not playing the PTS because, one, I don't have anybody to play it with, and two, I don't feel like I'm okay with having to learn a new meta and adapting. I'm not okay with having to learn a new meta and adapting every single week for like 2 months to figure out how to play. So that's why I'm kind of waiting until everything is smoothed out and it just comes to live, and then it's like, okay, I've been watching everybody stream it. I know how to play it from a secondhand experience. Let me actually play it now. So that's my thing with the PTS, is that I just don't want to have to play these rapid fire changes all the time. All right, Achilles Spear, which was an item that was introduced last PTS phase, gives 30% movement speed for the duration as well. Attack speed increased from 25 to 30%, and it now branches off a sprint 1. Achilles Spear was an item where you got a crap ton of movement speed and attack speed, but you became 35% easier to kill. So the only character that could really use it is Kali, and that's if she's like not jungling. So yeah, probably not the best item. Bloodforge. They reduced the cost of Bloodforge from 26.25 to 22.65. Lifesteal was decreased from 20% to 15%. Max stacks reduced from 5 to 3, and lifesteal per stack increased from 2% to 3%. So it gets 24% lifesteal at max stacks instead of the 30% that it used to give, but it's also almost 400 gold cheaper. So I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm not, like, nobody bought Bloodforge, but maybe now, like, you can actually buy it. Bluestone Pendant was a new starter item they added last PTS phase, and it's amazing. Just simply put, like, it gives you mana back per mana you have missing, and now they added plus 5 MP5 on top of that. So it's basically the best starter item if you're a hunter in the duo lane, because you are never going to run out of mana ever. I went into a custom game and just did bots and then fucked around with Shibalanke. I didn't ever have to deactivate my 1 while just auto-attacking the wave. I had so much mana. It was kind of ridiculous. Charge Bow. Instead of being random, it now triggers lightning every 4th hit instead of randomly. Sorry. Reduced attack speed from 25% to 20%. Reduced cost from 1350 to 1200. So, yay! Charge Bow and Odysseus Bow. Different. Charge Morningstar added back plus 4 MP5 to this item. Death's Toll. Increased health gained per hit from plus 5 to plus 6. Decreased mana gained per hit from plus 1.5 to plus 1. I don't know why it did that. Death's Toll was already giving more HP than the Bluestone Pendant. What they needed to do was actually decrease the amount of health it was giving and increase the amount of mana it was getting per hit to like plus 4 health and plus 2 mana. The way, like, to make it to where you could actually use Death's Toll over Bluestone Pendant. As it stands right now, Bluestone Pendant is clearly the better item to start if you're playing a hunter in the duo lane. Fist of the Gods. Changes from last PTS were fully reverted. Good. If you didn't know, Fist of the Gods was its own active item. Instead of building off Hand of the Gods, it was 700 gold, and it was a very small targeter in front of you instead of a stun around you, and it was awful, and there was no reason to ever get it. Greater Purification. In the last PTS phase, they split Purification beads into 2 things. They reverted those changes, and the CDR that you get from using Greater Purification beads, or beads 3, when you have abilities on cooldown was 5 seconds. Now it's 3 seconds. So a little bit of a nerf, which is good. Because right now, beads are amazing. Hydra's Lament. Apparently there was a bug. Hydra Star, same thing. Lotus Crown. Passive changes too. Any gods affected by your heals gain plus 20 physical and magical protection for 5 seconds. Cannot be cast on the same target again for 10 seconds. Decreased cost from 2250 to 2100. Pretty good. It's not terrible. Like, it's a good item for, like, I was gonna say Sylvanas, but Sylvanas got nuke nerfed, so never mind. But it is a good item to have where, like, it's not a good hot item, to be honest. It's good for a burst heal kind of thing. So someone like Hell, or who else has a burst heal that's a mage? I can't think of anyone off the top of my head now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it's better for that because it doesn't last the entire time of the heal duration. It only lasts for 5 seconds. No matter when as soon as the heal starts, it lasts for 5 seconds. So that's why it's better on characters that have a burst heal and not a heal over time. Mannequin Scepter has been completely removed. Good. That Mannequin Scepter was Heavy Hammer plus Arachne, like old Arachne dot passive combined in a starter item where you could buy hand 2 with it. Like, it was stupid, because what you could do is you could put Thanatos in the jungle, Osiris in the solo lane, you both start mannequins, and then you just walk at the enemies, and they can't do anything. Like, you walk towards the enemies and the other side of the jungle, and then if they try to fight you, you kill them, because you're going to be slowing them, putting a dot on them, and then you both have abilities that also apply slows, so you're going to be slowing them for even more. It was fucking stupid. Mannequins did not need to be, like, it didn't need to exist. Magi's Blessing. Cost increased from 2100 to 2250. Removed crowd control reduction from this item. Cool. Magi's Blessing is fucking annoying, and it's so good it's stupid. There's really no I hate Magi's Blessing. I'm glad it got a little bit of a nerf. Magi's Cloak. Removed crowd control reduction from this item. Cool. Ninja Tabi. Decreased physical power from plus 30 to plus 20. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Removed cooldown reduction from this item. Added plus 15% attack speed. So no more CDR boots, because they didn't like the fact that we were all going to buy CDR. Oh well. Odysseus Bow. Now triggers lightning every fourth hit instead of randomly. Price reduced from $26.50 to $24.50. And then I fuck up. Sorry, I was watching the video and saw that I fucked up real hard. I should have just walled them. I don't know why I didn't. Polynomicon fixed an issue with next successful attack not working properly. Who cares? Polynomicon still sucks. Runic Shield. Passive aura has been changed. All enemies within a range of 55 have their magic power reduced by 50. Reduced magical protection from 70 to 50. They nerfed Runic Shield after making it the anti-Chronos item. I don't know why. It was really strange to me. Shield of the Underworld. Passive change. Upon activation, you reflect 40% of all damage you take before mitigations for the next 5 seconds back to its owner as magical damage. While this is active, enemies cannot lifesteal from you. Before, it was damage you mitigated was reflected back, and now there's just no mitigation from you to the enemy. So if you're a tank, you can reflect back 40% of the damage people take. Or would shoot at you. Shoes of the Magi. Increase magical power from plus 50 to plus 65. CDR boots for mages is still better. Smithy's Hammer. Cost increase from 1050 to 1300. Good. I'm so sick and tired of playing a solo lane and having the start just be Smithy's Hammer, Hand of the Gods. It's so annoying. Spirit Robe. Decreased physical and magical protections from plus 45 to plus 40. Alrighty then. Soulstone. This item has been removed. It was a terrible fucking starter item. It made no sense. It did percentage health damage against enemies, like gods, but was a starter item. It made no sense. It's like, because percentage damage is only good late game when people have a lot of health, and not early game at all. So it was just really bad. Sovereignty. Increased physical protection from 30 to 55. Sovereignty's back, baby. Now you're going to be building that first item again. Temporal Purification was removed. Transcendence added back plus 6 MP5 to this item. Sweet. Warlock Sash reverted changes from the previous PTS test. Before, it was worse. They made it a little bit worse. Watcher's Gift. The passive on this item is changed. Being within a range of 60 of a minion death without dealing the killing blow awards plus 4 bonus gold, plus 10 health, and plus 5 mana. Watcher's Gift is back, baby. Now you're getting health, mana, everything back when you're using Watchers. Witchblade. This item no longer provides movement speed. Cool. Witchblade is way too good for what it does. Like, it gives you movement speed, attack speed, defense, and it debuffs enemies' attack speed and their power. It's just, it gives too much for how cheap it is. Winged Blade will also need to get nerfed in this sense, because the movement speed options we have in game, for the most part, if they're not boots, they're just like, it's like every movement speed option is better than boots right now. So Winged Blade, Witchblade currently, and then Witchblade was just being picked up on everybody in the last PTS session. So it's a good thing that doesn't have movement speed on it. Maybe it can have like +5 movement speed or something. But the fact of the matter is there's just too much movement speed in the game currently to warrant buying boots like on different items. Because Winged Blade gives you 350 health, 10% attack speed, 10% movement speed, 10% CDR. Like, you get so much from Winged Blade, and then you're going to tell me Warrior Tabi gives me 40 physical power and 18% movement speed, and that's it? Like, I could spend 300 more gold and get health, movement speed, attack speed, and CDR, or I could get 40 power. Like, it's just Warrior Tabi and Ninja Tabi really suck right now in the PTS, so that sucks. God balance and updates and fixes. Every hunter in the game got their base attack speed increased, and almost all of them got their attack speed per level increased except Xbalanque. If I'm reading this correctly, yes, Xbalanque was the only one who did not get his base attack speed increased while he's leveling up. But he starts at 1 attack speed instead of 0.88. So that's actually really big. It's a good thing they didn't buff him anymore, because I was playing him, I'm like, damn, I'm attacking really fast at my these lower levels. But if they want it to be where hunters only clear lanes by auto attacking, they're gonna need faster auto attack speeds. So that's cool. Sylvanas Wisps. This ability now only affects gods. So yeah, you're not gonna be using Wisps to clear lanes and make it to where it's impossible to clear lanes and stuff anymore. So yeah, Sylvanas got nerfed real hard with that. Osiris and Hercules did not get nerfed for whatever reason. As much as I love Hercules, I really don't think he should be as strong as he is. I feel like he does need some kind of nerf, because he's like, if you know what you're doing with Hercules, it's way too easy to steamroll the solo lane. It's just, it's dumb. Like I saw Divio say that Hercules isn't that strong. Like, his best matchups in the solo lane are either 5-5, 6-4 in Hercules' favor, or 4-6 in the other god's favor. But like, even then, like, I don't know. Obviously Divios knows better because he's a fucking amazing solo laner. But I just feel like there needs to be something done to Hercules, because it's obvious a lot of people don't know how to play against him. So either people need to learn how to play against him, or just nerf him, because Hi-Rez seems to like to do that. Also, Osiris is fucking amazing, and I don't understand why he hasn't been nerfed at all, because his physical, like his percent physical mitigation from his passive is amazing. You could go Warrior Tabi Chain Size and still dive towers with full passive, because you're getting that much physical damage reduction. So I don't know. Something needs to be done about Osiris and Herc, just so they're not the only, like, these two gods single-handedly brought back the warrior meta somehow. It's the weirdest thing ever, because everybody's like, yay, rip warrior meta, and then just fucking Herc and Osiris come out of nowhere, and it's just like, oh, hey guys, what's going on? We're back. Warriors are back. Because, like, Tyr's okay, but he's not gonna, like, it's not gonna go well. If you pick like Tyr against Osiris or Herc, you're at best, you're just not gonna die, like sincerely. So it just sucks. It's like, people always say, it's like, aren't you happy about the warrior meta? No, not at all. I like warriors as an idea because they're physical, they're melee physical gods, but because they're more tanky, it's really annoying to play against them. And it's just, I don't like it, playing against tanky characters. I really, really hate it. It's why I don't play Assault, because whenever I play Assault, the enemy team gets 3 Guardians and 2 Warriors, and I'm just like, oh, yay, we got all Assassins, we're fucked. So, yeah, it's not, I don't like tanky characters. Also, I hit my desk. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's all the PTS stuff. That's all the stuff I can think to talk about in this video. I have 2 more where I'm going to go over stuff. And I guess this is a good, way to show how I think in my process for when I play certain gods and all that stuff. Like, you saw me max Berserker Barrage on Thor. If you watch a pro player, they'll most likely level Berserker Barrage to level 3 and then max out Mjolnir's Attunement. It's because Mjolnir's Attunement hits like a goddamn truck. And like you can see right there, I did 600 damage with Mjolnir's Attunement because of the double tap. I just prefer having Berserker Barrage maxed out before I level up anything else. That's just how I like play. That's my preference. Doesn't mean you have to do that at all. And like I said, pro players probably know better than me, so you know, it's probably a better idea to only level Berserker Barrage to 3 and then do Mjolnir's. But you know, I'm just so comfortable maxing Berserker Barrage first that I do it. This should be GG if I'm not mistaken. Like, we take this tower, then we turn around, kill Ra, and they surrender, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you understand if I'm not uploading as frequently as I would like to do, that it's because I'm, you know, moving out and trying to figure everything out and how that's happening. Also, this is a really weird glitch. Somehow, like, the tower isn't targeting like people correctly because Naja came in second, but because of the angle he came at, it counted him as coming in first. It was really, like, the towers are being weird and glitchy. But yeah, I hope you guys understand if I don't upload as often for probably not that long until I get acclimated with my new environment and situation and all that stuff. And I hope you enjoyed me going over PTS stuff, and I hope to see you guys later. So yeah, if you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. Comment down below, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a good day, and yeah, peace out.